Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 1 of Drivers4Drivers. I'm Ken Cox. Today we've got Francis Ham.
Hi.
And returning to the stage,
the star of the show,
Kenny Kuntz.
That's right. Welcome back,
It's
Katie.
even on his hat.
Hey, team.
And we are
Drivers4Drivers.
Season 2.
Absolutely. It's a big deal, man. Big deal.
That's
It went by
craziness.
fast, didn't it?
It did. It really did.
I think I missed the last quarter.
You definitely did.
Lazy, just laying around, not doing anything.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about not doing anything, but
No, you did a lot of work in the background. I know we appreciated it on this side for sure.
Yeah.
How's your knee coming along?
slowly.
Yeah.
But I've upgraded to a cane.
How are your Cowboys coming along?
They won the Super Bowl this year already, and I just can't find the hat to buy showing that.
We'll work on
We'll
that.
make one for you.
We'll be working on that. We are in the playoffs.
Well, that's good. Better than last year, maybe.
Yeah.
It's usually the first game and out, but we'll see how this year goes.
Well, welcome back, Kenny.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Glad you're back.
I missed you. Your
Missed you too.
Your face looks different.
No hugging.
No, not on camera. We also want to welcome to the team we had some clean DOTs as well.
Great.
Good job, guys.
Absolutely fantastic.
SMS
cleaning
scores.
inspections.
Yeah, absolutely. Our SMS scores with those are coming down a little bit. We just gotta, and we'll dive into that when they come out this next month. We also have birthdays and anniversaries. So happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
For sure.
Glad you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Are.
I'm going to go through this real quick. I mean, we've got 6 years with Guy. Jimmy's been here for 2. Ronaldo, Caesar, and Gordon. They've been here for a while. Tommy Nilsson. If you've been around for more than 5 minutes, you know who this feller is. He has been here longer than I think anybody in the history of Giltner.
Yeah.
Even the owners. He was here before them.
Yeah.
I think he's gone through 3 owners.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's been here 36 years.
That is absolutely amazing. And, you know, I got to spend some quality time with Tommy, you know, and I've talked about that on a few episodes back. Just a great guy, salt of the earth guy, you know, a world of knowledge. And just nothing but a pleasure to visit and spend time with him. If you get an opportunity and you're around Tommy, have some fun, talk with him. He's just a real sharp guy.
Tommy, thank you.
I don't think he likes change.
Yeah.
No, good job, Tommy.
Absolutely.
Great guy.
So, new year, new things.
Already.
I just got to know, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? I mean, Kenny, what's your New Year's resolution?
Learning.
Well, I can't get any better looking, so I didn't really have anything to. Welcome back.
So your New Year's resolution then could be just stay as good looking as you are.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't really make one this year.
No, absolutely. I think if there's probably one that I'd tie back to work, I think it's to work with our customers and new customers to create lane opportunities that fall in line with the business that we currently run, and try to back off on some of this brokered freight and get into some more dedicated freight.
For sure.
That's a very good goal. I adopt that one too.
What's our safety topic?
Our safety topic ties back to winter driving conditions. And really what it ties back to is customer service and winter driving conditions. And that is to give yourself ample time to make on-time deliveries. Expect the unexpected. You know, this time of the year, you can leave Idaho and you may be heading to Missouri. And by the time you get down into Utah and southern Utah, you could be in a blizzard, that could really back you out. So plan accordingly, give yourself ample time to get there, and drive safe while you're doing it.
For sure. If you happen to be in a incident, as long as paramedics aren't needed like right away, your first call should be to safety. And we will take care of you from there. Make sure that everything's good to go. Be prepared to take photos. Prepared to fill out some statement. I'm trying to remember what that sheet is called, the accident report.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use those words instead.
Yep.
Yeah, be prepared to sit for a little bit while we get all this stuff done. In the back end, on this end of it, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to do and a bunch of steps that we have to accomplish so that if it goes to the courtroom or something like that, we have all of our I's T'd and dotted and crossed and things.
Yeah, yep. And when we talk about ample time, it starts when we make appointments. When we're scheduling a pickup and the delivery, and our customers are really relying on us to do that, to be there on time. So it's not just an issue of safety, because it is safety. Definitely you don't want to go down the road trying to do something you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
You should be driving slow. You should be aware of the conditions and stuff. And if you do find that you're not going to be there on time for whatever the problem may be, then immediately get a hold of dispatch, and let's start that communication with the customer, so the customer knows what's going on plenty early. We don't want to have an appointment for a 9 o'clock a.m. delivery, and we're calling them at 8:15 saying we're going to be late.
Right.
That's not a good thing.
If I had to sum up last season into one word, I would sum it up into communication.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Up to and including when you get your load information. If you know that there's no way you're going to make on-time delivery, let the planners and dispatcher know then to accept the load and maybe somebody else be better on it.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. At the end of the day, it's about getting that load there safely
Yeah.
and on time. That helps
Absolutely.
our KPIs, and it helps you guys when you're out drumming up more work for us.
Absolutely. Sure does.
With the winter,
With the
there's winter equipment that is required on these trucks. Imagine that. I think we're into January now. I think chains were supposed to be on trucks, September or October 15th?
Depends on the state, but a good rule to follow is September. Just year long, all year, every day.
Mm-hmm.
And we are currently still buying chains. That's probably not a good sign. Let's get all of our safety equipment that we need for winter. Who knows what's going to happen? It snowed in Georgia once, or twice.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. A lot of guys will think, well, I've just run Florida and Texas. I'm not going to hit nothing. Well, you could.
Yeah. Well, it's not just snow. You got ice storms and everything else, So you got a lot of other conditions that sometimes a chain comes in real handy.
Oh, sure. I've been down in Texas when I've had those ice storms, and don't want to do that.
That's right.
It's not only the safety equipment for the truck, pack water, pack some dry foods that you can eat. You just never know, they shut a highway down. You're not prepared. You're hungry, Make sure you're stocked up with some essentials for yourself as well. Some winter wear, gloves, coats, boots.
You never know when you're going to be stuck in the middle of the road in the Yukon at negative 30 degrees.
That's right.
Without gas.
Without fuel, yeah.
Yeah.
Or in Wisconsin, and all you've got carrots and water.
You're kind of cranky.
I ran into a situation the other day that made me think of something. We were driving on the freeway, and on the traffic coming opposite us, they had a 20-car pileup, and so they were diverting all of the traffic that they could. Anyway, I was telling Francis that there were drivers. In fact, one of our drivers was. I saw one of our Giltner trucks, and they were stuck there. I don't know how many hours, but the traffic was backed up for like 20 miles. So in a situation like that, like where a driver they're like reaching their end of time that they're supposed to be driving and they're stuck in something like that, is there something legally that you can do that you won't
There's
get trouble?
exemptions for
Yeah,
that
there
kind of
is.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is, but you make a good point though, and I've said this before, and hopefully people can kind of understand what I'm talking about. I talk about a sensitivity meter, right? And like when you're driving, you got that thing on just about straight up and down in the middle. You're just cruising, you're watching, you're paying attention. There's sometimes you can turn it down a little bit, like it's cool. You can roll. You know, it's a beautiful day. Everything's good. You're out in an open stretch of highway. There's other times when you're starting to get into traffic or winter conditions, you need to tighten that thing up a little bit, pay more attention, right? Because something can sneak up on you. There are times when there is an incident like that in a roadway, or a roadway gets closed down, or construction or something, and all of a sudden they start diverting traffic. Really bad when it's an incident or a windstorm, blown the truck over on its side, so now they're pushing you off on an exit. It's area that really nobody travels in, so you really got to pay attention. Low power lines, tight corners, culvert ditches, things of that nature that typically you wouldn't be dealing with, but when they put you off route, that's what happens. And one of the things that people may have a tendency to do is get to that GPS and say, hey, which way do I need to go here, right? But my caution to you is that that following your GPS and getting a route for that is probably going to be more for a car than it is for a truck. Mm-hmm. So really pay attention to what's going on. Last thing you want to do is be involved into an incident because you were diverted off your path because of an incident.
I always turn my radio down so I can see better. You guys might try it. I don't know.
Because it's science.
It's science. I think it just comes with old age.
Yeah.
Coming
Probably.
into a city and a bunch of traffic, and I'm like turning the radio down so I can see everything better. That was a little off subject.
No, it was right on track. I mean,
Yeah.
for sure. Danny, you got a question for us?
No, I already asked it.
Okay.
I was asking the question about
New Year's.
no question about driving and you get stuck in is there ever an exemption?
Oh, sure.
Of when you've reached your hours and you've been forced to have to drive somewhere where you're not
Yep.
planning on driving.
There's two ways you can do that. You can put yourself onto PC once you're out of hours, and then annotate in there like, stuck in traffic, went to the nearest safe haven, nearest safe parking. You can also let your time run out and run over in violation, as long as you annotate it. Was stuck in traffic, went to the next safest parking spot. You can do either one.
Okay.
There is some guys that will get creative, I want to say. DOT has a way of knowing if you're doing 70, you're probably not stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's play it by the book.
Yeah.
Don't they allow you 2 hours
2 hours.
for adverse driving conditions or accidents or
Well, that's adverse driving conditions, and that's a whole episode on its own.
yeah.
We'll break
Do
into
that.
that.
That's episode 3. I do have one question, and this is just for fun. Tell us what your New Year's resolutions are in the comments, and or what you'd like to see this season, and you may win some swag.
Swag it is.
Sounds great.
Closing thoughts?
I want to thank everybody for what you're doing. Definitely a tough job. In the wintertime, it's a tougher job. Meeting customer requirements as they are right now in this economy that we're in and everything, it's a tougher job yet. So 3 times tough means really tough. It's a tough job that you're out there doing. You do an excellent job at it. I want to thank you for everything that you do, and we couldn't do what we do if it wasn't for you out there doing what you do. So thank you very much.
For sure. Danny?
Nope. Just welcome back. This show has been my favorite because we got our Kenny back.
The star of the show.
That's right.
That's right.
Star, do you got any closing thoughts?
Just a little follow up with the winter deal. just from past experience, with the chaining and everything else, drivers break chains, cross links, hoops, they stick in tires. So let's make sure we're checking, make sure we got good tires on. For one, running around in the winter with bald tires is not a good thing.
No.
In any circumstance. And when you're going where everyone's chaining, when you get down to where you can unchain, let's check your tires, make sure we ain't got no chain links stuck in there and stuff. When we're dropping trailers, let's make sure that they're clean, got good tires, not flat tires with chain links stuck in them. It seems to be a problem. And a little bit on some ABS issues we've been having on these trailers, and being picked up with some snipped ABS. We do not need those problems. Those lights are on there for a reason. We had an incident in New Mexico yesterday, was it?
Yep.
ABS lights are on there for a reason. They keep that stuff from locking up. Helps drivers know that there's a problem going on. You snip it and then the next guy gets it. He doesn't check to see if it's snipped. The light ain't on, so he's not worried about it. Let's help each other out and keep everybody safe.
That's right.
As we close this episode, we want to thank you for what you guys are doing out there. If you see something, say something. Appreciate everything you do.
See ya.
See ya.
See you guys.
Go Cowboys.
Oh, I've missed that.